Hello, third, fourth, and fifth grade. We are going to review the checkup page for chapter 5. And so you should have tried this on your own yesterday. So make sure that you have this in front of you and you can change any of the answers that you have so that you can practice for tomorrow's test. So exercise number 1 says to classify each sentence. Underline the complete subject once and the complete predicate twice. So sentence number 1 says, he ran to his bedroom for his baseball glove. So we always look for prepositions first. So to is a preposition. To what? Bedroom, object of the preposition. His says whose bedroom. It is a possessive pronoun adjective, PPA. There's another preposition, for. For what? Glove, object of the preposition. What type of glove? Baseball, adjective. Whose baseball glove? His, possessive pronoun adjective. Now we're left with he ran. So who ran? He, subject pronoun, SP. What is being said about he? He ran, verb. Okay, so we will divide the subject from the predicate between the subject and the verb. So the subject is he, ran to his bedroom for his baseball glove is the predicate. This is a period statement declarative sentence, and it follows the subject, noun, verb pattern 1. Okay, so this is number 1. You can pause if you need to. Looking at number 2 says, stand by your science project for a picture with the judges. So again, we're going to look for all the prepositions first. Okay, so by is a preposition. By what? Stand by project, object of the preposition. What type of project? Adjective, science. Whose science project? Your, possessive pronoun adjective. There is another preposition. For what? Picture, object of the preposition. A, article adjective. And there's still one more preposition. With judges, object of the preposition, the article adjective. And so now after doing all the prepositional phrases, we are left with the word stand, and stand is a verb. Something that we haven't really talked about is there is still a subject of this sentence. It's just not written. It's called you understood. And so we're going to write you in parentheses because this is a command. It's part of the imperative sentence. So we're just understanding that we're talking to someone. We don't know who, maybe you. So we put you. Okay, so the entire sentence is after the verb. So we'll put the divider line, but it's all part of the predicate. So we'll underline it twice. And it is still part of the subject, noun, verb pattern 1. Okay. We haven't really talked about that too much. Now for exercise 2, it says use sentence 2. That's important to remember. Use sentence 2 to complete the table below. So we have 3 nouns. Okay. One of the nouns is project. And for the noun job, you're just writing what you labeled it. In the sentence, project is the object of the preposition. Project is singular and common. Singular because it's one project, common because it is lowercase. Another noun is picture. Again, the job is object of the preposition. This is a singular noun and it's common. The last noun is judges. Judges is object of the preposition. This time it is plural because of the S. There are more than one judge. Still a common noun. Now, is there a subject in our sentence? Not written, but it's you, okay? That's something new. We haven't really talked about that yet. So we put you in parentheses. And the simple predicate is the verb. What was the verb in sentence 2? Stand. So write stand under simple predicate. Okay. All right, for exercise 3, it says use this sentence to find each answer. The kids on the rides at the fair screamed loudly. So for number 1, what part of speech is the word rides? In this sentence, it says the kids on the rides. It is a noun. It was the object of the preposition, which is a noun. Okay, rides are noun. And for number 2, choose the part of speech for the word loudly. Well, it's telling how they screamed, and how is an adverb question. So loudly is an adverb. To finish out side 1, exercise 4, we need to correct the sentence, and it tells us how many mistakes there are. The sentence is, Uncle Jason and I went to Branson, Missouri to see a magic show. So first we're looking for 5 different capitals, okay? So uncle needs to be capitalized. It is the first word of a sentence, so I put 3 lines to show it needs to be capitalized, okay? Jason is his name, so we'll capitalize Jason. We always capitalize the word I. So that's 3. They went to a place called Branson, Missouri. Branson is the city, Missouri is the state. So both of those words need to be capitalized. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 2 commas to add. So most of the time you know that there is a comma between the city and the state. So that's 1. And this one is a tough one to remember, but you actually have to put a comma after the state also. So that's 2. And what type of sentence is this? What kind of end mark will go at the end? A period. It is just a declarative sentence. Okay. Now let's turn to the back side. All right, so for exercise 5, we're going to write the subject, write if it's singular or plural, and which rule it follows, okay? And we do need to underline the correct verb in parentheses. So rule number 1 says a singular subject uses a singular verb form that ends in S or ES. There is one exception. I is labeled S with rule 2. Okay. Rule 2 says a plural subject, a compound subject, and the pronouns you and I use a plural verb with no S or ES. Okay, so let's look at number 1. Sonia and Aaron get or gets a free dessert. What is the subject? Who is the sentence about? Right, it's about Sonia and Aaron. So I'm going to put Sonia, comma, Aaron. So since there are 2 people, is that subject or plural? Or singular or plural? Plural, there's more than one. So we'll use rule number 2. Which word sounds the best? Sonia and Aaron get a free dessert, or Sonia and Aaron gets a free dessert. Rule 2 says do not use that S, so get. Number 2, have or has you seen today's news? What is the subject? Who is the subject or the sentence about? It's about you. Do you remember the exception? Oh, that's with I. You is down here as an exception. We use you as plural, number 2, which means that we need no S or ES. So have you seen today's news? If you're unsure of which word to choose, try them both and see which sounds the best. Number 3, that dog howl or howls every night. The subject is dog. Is dog singular or plural? Singular, there's 1. That dog howls every night. Rule 1 says use the S or ES. Number 4, Juan work or works at the local coffee shop. The subject is Juan. That is 1 person, so it's singular. Following rule number 1, Juan works at the local coffee shop. Number 5, I walk or walks to work every day. The subject is I. I is labeled S, but rule number 2. I walk to work every day. In number 6, they write or writes stories in English class. The subject is they. They is a plural word. It's talking about more than one. So we'll follow rule number 2. They write stories in English class. Okay. And now we are going to fill in the circle beside each correct answer. So we have the words build and construct. Synonyms mean the same. Antonyms mean opposite. Build and construct are the same synonyms. Heal, cure. Again, these mean the same synonyms. Now we have some analogies. Apple is to fruit as carrot is to blank. So an apple is a fruit, a carrot is a vegetable. You're looking at relationships for analogies. Number 4, brother is to boy as sister is to blank. So a brother is a boy, a sister is a girl. Okay. Number 5, the definition for courage. What does courage mean? Afraid to face danger or willingness to face danger? If you have courage, you're willing to face danger. Okay. So what word means about the same as courage? Bravery or cowardice? If you have courage, if you're willing to face danger, you are brave. So bravery. Number 7 says, Mom expects a blank grade on my math test. Absent or decent? A decent grade. Decent means good or acceptable. And number 8, Bill showed blank when he saved me. Amuse or courage? Courage when you save. Very good. And so for exercise number 7, all you needed to do was write a sentence using the word decent and a sentence using the word courage. Make sure that your sentences have capital letters and end with punctuation marks.